Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Today we are going to have a look, unbox, and get a first look at a laminated stock from Craftsman Vit for my Air Arms S400 air rifle. This is the standard stock that comes from the factory. I've had this rifle for a number of years now. Absolutely love it. Great rifle. The stock is actually very well made. Beautiful wood. But I've always wanted something a little bit more special. I really much like more of an upright pistol grip. I've researched a few companies that make stocks in the UK. Some are very much true bespoke stock makers that make things to your specifications and measurements and requirements. Others are a little bit more like what I would call aftermarket stocks, where they have a pattern and you get to choose from options of colors, whether you want to have a hamster, whether you want to have an adjustable butt pad or a cheek piece, whether you want sling swivels, etc. So I've looked at a few. The delivery times vary by company from somewhere around 4 weeks to 12 weeks for bespoke stocks. Prices also vary from around £400 to over £700 for true bespoke stocks. I've settled on this. This was around €430 or something like £370 British pounds. This is in 2025 as I'm recording this. Now I haven't opened this, as you can see it's still completely sealed. It's just got delivered today. I'm going to open it up and give you my honest opinion. I'm really excited about it. I hope that it's beautiful and it's well made. So I'm just going to pause the video, open this up, and we'll take a look. Okay, so first things to note is it is very well packaged. This is the outer box, pretty sturdy cardboard. There is an inner box, so there's like a box inside the box. Again, very well protected, has all this padding inside. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Okay, here it is. I'm quite impressed so far. It's, like I said, it's very well packaged. There's a lot of this thick wrap. There was sort of packing material around the stock, sort of inside. So no questions there, really well packaged. You do get an Allen key and a bolt for the stock. Here it is. So this one is a forest camo or forest green, whatever they call it. Where is it? Forest. So this has an adjustable butt pad, an adjustable cheek riser, so it just undoes with this screw and it pulls in or out, and it secures back down here. There are nice thumb shelves, so you can have your thumb inside or actually on the shelf. There's no checkering on it. I believe laminated stocks are difficult to checker, so that might explain why there is no checkering, but they have done these nice grooves or scallops, whatever you want to call it, so there is a bit of an area where your fingers can sort of go when you're gripping the stock. The underside feels quite wide, but not any wider than the existing stock. So here's the hole for the pressure gauge. You reuse the existing trigger guard. The handle feels a little bit square. I would have liked it to be maybe a little bit more rounded, but it still feels quite nice in your hand. Nice sort of palm swell. But I do really like these type of more of an upright grip with these scallops or grooves for your fingers. This feels great. Here they have their own label, nicely knurled aluminium thumb wheel there. So yeah, it's very good. It's very well made. Aluminium butt pad. There are little bits to the finish that, you know, could be better, but overall it's very good. Here's the inside. Here's the underside. Plenty of material here. I might even think about putting some sling swivels, maybe at the front and the back. The other thing I've noticed so far is the butt pad. You can see where they've like drilled through it to secure it, and kind of left the holes a little bit rough. Here's the cat. Yeah, kind of left the holes a little bit rough around the edges, which, you know, they could have finished it off nicer, but it's not too bad. And size wise, you can see it's pretty much the same as the existing. Maybe the handle is more forward on this stock than on the original, but I was a little bit worried because on the pictures on their website, I'm not sure how the pictures were taken, but it almost looks like the stock is very short, but actually quite happy with the length of this so far. So I'm going to put it on and show you what it looks like. So here it is fitted. I have to say I am impressed so far. Looks very good. So things to note: in the original stock, the pressure gauge sits, you know, pretty much close to the edge of this ring. On this stock, because I think this part is deeper, the pressure gauge kind of sits a bit further inside. Other than that, not really much else to mention. Yeah, feels pretty good, looks good. Well made. It definitely is heavier. Definitely is heavier than, I think these originals are beech. I think you could get walnut, but it was a little bit more expensive. But yeah, this feels considerably lighter. It's still a very well made, I think it's Minelli stocks. Yes. But yeah, the laminate is definitely heavier. So thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed it, and happy shooting.